Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm very happy to have you all practicing together again this morning. I want to point out these beautiful flowers next to me. Are those lilies, right? They were given to me by my neighbor who lives just across from me. I helped her over the winter with some things. She's actually been in isolation herself for at least a year. She had a neck surgery over a year ago, and she hasn't been able to go anywhere but physical therapy, and she has caretakers come to her. So she sent me that today. Her caretaker brought it to me before class as a thank you. And it's like, I didn't do anything. So it's just amazing how thoughtful people can be. They really hold you in their hearts and they want to show this token of appreciation. I'm not a gift giver, so it's just a neat thing to experience. I give gifts in other ways. um, so good. Thank you, everybody, for getting your practice ready, yourselves ready for practice. We're going to start seated and we're going to begin. So you're going to elevate your hips if you have tightness in the back or the hips. And we're going to um, cross the ankles, or you can bring soles of the feet together. So it's just a matter of what's your preference because we're going to come right into a fold. So go ahead and release the trunk and lower the head and see if in this fold you're starting to kind of lean forward into the knees and leave the sitting bones to kind of fly off the mat. Then go ahead and press the sitting bones down, even if the trunk lifts a little bit. Maybe you're going to use a block in any which way that makes sense for you. And at this time, uh, take control of the mind and guide the mind to pay attention to the breath, just the breath, nothing else. So you can watch the flow of the breath. You can keep the mind on one spot where the breath is being expressed. So it could be the nostrils, it could be the back. In this posture, you'll feel the back a little bit more apparently moving with the breath. It could be the rib cage, it could be the belly, the chest, and just focus. And we'll start to unroll the spine if you have the ankles crossed. If you have the soles of the feet together, you're good. You could stay right there. Otherwise, rise, change sides, and then come right back down. So we're going to use the breath to help the mind focus in a slightly different way, just a way that I tend to use sometimes. Is when I notice that my mind is wandering, I use my exhalation to bring the mind back. And so the exhalation is, in a way, I see it as dissolving whatever my mind is distracted with. And it gets longer and deeper when I do that. So at the same time, it also just brings my attention back to the breath. So at this time, let's keep focusing on the breath. And anytime you're noticing the mind wandering, just take that big exhalation, dissolve the distraction in the mind, and then continue to focus. And we'll start to rise. So we'll all come up. And then right from here, take the legs forward. Bring the feet together. Flex the feet. Bend the knees to start, unless it's really easy for you to straighten the legs. Then bring the palms down. Take the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale them back and down. And from here, we'll come into victorious breath, Ujjayi Pranayama. So take a breath in through the nose. Release out through the mouth, fogging out. Mouth stays open, fog in. Close the mouth, exhale through the nostrils. Be completely absorbed in the texture of the breath. Be with every little change, every sound, every sensation. Okay, and from here we'll start to plant the feet, walk the feet back. We're going to come into a boat pose very early in the practice today, and it's going to be a 5-breath hold. So if you are prepared for that and it's not uncertain, then you can come into a fuller expression, right? So go ahead and inhale, lift the feet, and maybe lift the arms as well. You can always have hands down for support. Maybe legs are bent. Take 4 more breaths. Now we're going to change over to child's posture. Cross the ankles, roll forward onto shins, unwind ankles, adjust yourself, lower the hips, lower the head. Extend the arms forward, lift the head, walk the arms over to the right. Walk the arms over to the left. Next inhale, come to center. And let's rise up to table posture, but we're going to slide right forward into Anahatasana. So actually, let's see if we keep the knees apart and we'll experiment. Keep them where they are, and then just lift the hips, send the hands forward, forehead comes down. Now as you're here, start to feel the tailbone shifting up and away from the wrists. Notice the opening sensation of the armpits. And I only mention all of these little parts of, these sensations of what we're feeling, just so that you become more and more trained to just simply do that on your own. So you probably already have noticed many more sensations than I've listed, because most of you have been practicing, right? And so we're increasing our body awareness, our breath awareness. Next inhale, rise up to table posture. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Start to flow through cat-cow. So inhaling, belly relaxing, chest coming forward. Exhale, belly engaging, and then the chest hiding behind or hiding between the shoulders, right? So inhaling, letting the heart shine forward. Exhaling, pulling the heart in. Continue this a few more times at your pace. Now see, as you're going through, if you can let the breath begin first, even if it's just it's like a half a second or less, and then let the body follow, so that you start to feel like you're controlling the breath, but the breath is in a way moving the body. And then inhale, come to a neutral spine. Find standing on the knees, hands to hips. Step the right foot forward. Right foot forward. Now go ahead and heel toe, or actually, it's like a scrunch the toes and then release them, and that'll scooch that right foot forward so that you can sink more deeply into this right knee. So you have less weight on the left knee, more weight on the right foot, it feels. Now just go ahead and bend the left knee and see if you can hold this foot. Just pull it in for a breath and then release, and then sink into the right knee again. And then go ahead and bend that left knee. If you have knee issues, if this is too much pressure, don't worry about it. Just stay here in this lunge. But you're just going to alternate holding the foot and then releasing and sinking in. Otherwise, maybe one more and then sinking in. And then from here, we'll find a crescent moon. Take the arms up, reach up. So we're reaching up, reaching back. Another deep breath. Bring the hands to the hips, shift the weight to the left knee, and then let's just switch. So we're going to bring this right knee to the mat and then take the left knee forward. Now, before you do, pay attention to this hip crease. Notice what that feels like on the left and the right side. See the difference? And then we'll go ahead and step the left foot forward. Scooch the foot forward little by little until you can be sinking forward into this left knee. And then you might be staying right here and keeping the neck nice and long, looking forward, keeping the chin tucked in slightly. Or you might add the bending of the knee, pulling the foot in, and then releasing. And we'll do that 3 more times. And then we'll all take the arms and reach them up and slightly behind, lifting the heart upwards towards the sky. It's a beautiful sunny day. We had lots of storms last night, so it was a nice surprise to see this morning. Hope we all get out and get some fresh air and sunshine. And bring the hands to the hips and bring the weight into the right knee, and then set the left knee down next to the right. Let's come back into heart chakra posture. Bring the hands down and slide the hands forward. So this time maybe we have the knees a little closer together. Bring the forehead down and then find a clearing breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And see if you can feel the shoulder blades squeezing back towards each other. And then we'll inhale, rise back up to table posture. Hands and knees. Let's come into downward facing dog. So remembering we could step hands forward a step first, roll over the toes, and then lift the knees and the hips. And this helps strengthen the wrists. Many years ago, probably 15 years ago or more, I struggled with this, holding these for so long, and I had weaker wrists. But with time and practice, they got stronger. 3 deep breaths. It's nice to see those flowers when I look past the knees. Let's look forward. Bend the knees, float the feet forward to the top of the mat. Release the trunk. Folding here for a few breaths. Maybe knees bent, maybe legs straight. Now for a moment, see if you can just imagine that this head is getting heavier and heavier. And in that, you actually allow it to weigh down so that you haven't put any effort in holding this head up at this time. Notice how that affects the sensation in the spine. And then we'll start to activate again. So let's begin by straightening the legs, coming up halfway, looking forward. You can bring fingers to the legs or arms out, as long as you're squeezing shoulders back, looking forward. Exhale, lower. On the inhale, rise all the way up to standing. You can unroll the spine or rise with a flat back, coming up halfway first, and then just continuing, looking upwards, arms up, and then palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Let's take a couple deep breaths here. Dissolving anything that we're not intentionally focusing on with the exhalation out through the mouth. So inhale through the nose, exhale, release. Feet are hips distance apart. We're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat and come into warrior A. Left heel comes down, right knee lunges. Arms reach forward and upwards. That's one way to get there, but I really do prefer bringing my arms down, back, out, and then up. That activates my back. And then pull the pelvis in. On the next exhale, so we're just going to do something a little different. We're going to go through a little quicker. Let's come into warrior B. Arms come to a T, left toes to the left side of the mat. So maybe we can try for like a little bit of a gentle vinyasa practice from standing at the top of the mat rather than a downward facing dog. So right from here, looking past right fingertips, leveling the arms, squeezing shoulders back and down. And then from here, we'll come to a peaceful warrior. Wrap the left arm around the low back. Inhale the right arm up and over, coming into a nice little back bend. On the next exhale, bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale the left arm up and over the left ear into extended side angle posture. Now see if you can lift the heart even more and take the head back slightly to look past the left hand. And then we'll come into twisting dragonfly. So this is probably a familiar sequence for many of you. Left palm got down. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale the right hand down, step up, forward fold. You're going to have an option to make that a little bit more challenging or stick with this one. Next inhale, come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, samastitihi, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Step the right foot to the back of the mat. Bring the heel down, lunge into the left knee. Next inhale, take the arms up. On the next exhale, warrior B, Virabhadrasana, letter Ka. Take the left arm forward, right arm behind, gazing past left fingertips. Focusless gaze. So we are not paying attention to this physical space that we're in. We're paying attention to this internal space. And then peaceful warrior, right arm wraps around the back, left arm up and over. Extended side angle posture, left forearm to the left thigh. Inhale the right arm up and over. Let the heart shine upwards, gaze up past the right hand. Twisting dragonfly, take the heart to face the mat, right palm down, inhale left arm up. So this is where you have an option. Some of you are accustomed to taking vinyasas and you appreciate that. So this is where you can go ahead and bring the left hand down and step the left foot back and move through that vinyasa. But if you prefer not to, which today I'm not going to be doing them, I'm going to step my right foot up and come into a forward fold. So those that are moving through vinyasa, you will go through and then you'll jump the feet through to forward fold, standing forward fold. Next inhale, come up halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. So we're going to do this again, but we'll go according to every inhale, there's a movement. Every exhale, there's a movement. It's going to go a little faster. If it's too fast, just slow it down and go at your pace. And I think we'll go through it at least a couple times. And again, if you want to put those vinyasas in between, you can. So let's clear the breath first and focus the mind. Deep breath in. Fog out. Next exhalation, left foot steps to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior B, arms come to a T. Wrap the left arm around the back. Inhale, the right arm up and over. Peaceful warrior, extended side angle posture. Exhale, right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale, left arm up and over. On the exhale, bring the left hand down. On the inhale, come to a twisting dragonfly. Right arm lifts upwards. On the exhale, right hand comes down, and then we step up to a forward fold, or you step back to plank posture and move through a vinyasa. Those of us that are here, we're going to take another breath or so. And then we'll all be probably meeting right about now. So we'll come up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up to standing. Reach the arms up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Okay, deep breath in. On the exhale, right foot steps to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior B. Left arm forward. Wrap the right arm around the low back. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Left arm up and over. Extended side angle posture. Exhale, left forearm to the left thigh. Inhale, the right arm up and over. On the exhale, right hand comes down. See if you could take a big circle with that hand. And same with the left. Inhale, left arm up. Big circle. Exhale, bring the hand down. Either step back through vinyasa or step up to forward fold. Now, if you know where you're going, you know you're at home. So if you want to do this from downward facing dog, you want to increase the intensity, you can. And then you can probably just get through a couple cycles. And if you're going to continue from standing, then you'll follow with me. So we'll inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Deep breath in. On the exhale, left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms to a T, warrior B. Wrap the left arm around the back. Inhale, right arm up and over. Extended side angle posture, right forearm to the thigh. Left arm up and over. Twisting dragonfly, left palm comes down. Inhale, see if you could take these circles with the arm and get the shoulders moving. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Maybe you step up. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Deep breath in. On the exhale, step the right foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior B. Peaceful warrior, arm wraps around. Inhale, left arm up and over. Exhale, left forearm to the thigh. Inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, left hand down. And now we're going to find either a forward fold, or you're going to take another one of these cycles on your own, or we're going to come to child's posture. So I'm leaving this up to you, even though I can't see you. Makes it a little bit more challenging. I'll have to see you through my inner eye at this point. So if you're moving through right side, left side, then go ahead and complete that. And then we're all going to be meeting in a child's posture. So we will find our way there and focus on the breath, just the breath. You might notice that the lungs feel different. You might notice that there seems to be more space that you didn't notice before, more space for oxygen to enter, and more space to contract into to like wring that breath out and detoxify. So focus a few more breaths. With the breath, focus on the expansion of the trunk. So filling like a balloon on the inhale, it expands outwards. And then like a balloon, when the air gets emptied, the trunk pulls inwards. Inhaling, filling. Exhaling, emptying. Now if you're taking a complete breath, at the top of the inhalation, you'll feel the belly contract. That's how you know you made it. And then at the bottom of the exhalation, you'll feel the belly contract again. That's how you know you made it. If you're not getting to those points, you're probably not taking a complete breath. And now let's begin to move again. So bring the arms forward, lift the chest, and then walk the arms over to the right. Take the arms over to the left. Come back to center. And then rise up to table posture. Let's come back to Anahatasana. Slide the palms forward till the forehead comes down. For about 3 breaths on every exhalation, send the heart downwards towards the mat. It's best to keep the forearms lifted. So if it's hard to do that, then you would bring the forehead to a block ideally. Or you can just keep the head lifted and focus on sending heart down. The next inhalation, come back up to table posture. Let's come into what we were in earlier, but we'll come in a different way. So lift the right leg behind and take 3 deep breaths here. Pull the low belly in towards the spine, squeeze the shoulders back. On the next exhalation, step the right foot between the hands and then heel toe that foot, or scrunch the toes and let the foot slide forward until you find the right knee over the right ankle and you have this left knee behind the hip. Lift the trunk and then take the arms back up. Sink into the right knee. If you're sinking into that right knee, you'll feel this left thigh, the front of the left thigh open. Okay, so now you might be here, or you might want to go a little further by taking this left hand and again bending the knee and pulling that foot inwards. Squeeze that left shoulder back. Release the foot, take both arms up. See if that changed this position. And then let's find a side bend. Bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Inhale the left arm up and over to the right. Just for fun, bend this left arm and then straighten the arm and see how that changes the posture. So bend it completely and then take the forearm upwards. Bending and taking it up. And then let's rise, bring arms up. Exhale, we can take hands to the inside of the right foot, heel toe the right foot to the side, come back into a table posture. Palms are down. Inhale, lift the left leg. Pull the low belly in, squeeze the shoulders back. Left hip is level with the right, so there's a little bit of an intentional drop in the hip. The neck is long with the rest of the spine, so we're not dropping the head. Another deep breath. Step the left foot between the hands and scooch that foot forward. Once you have that knee over the ankle, inhale, rise, reach the arms up. So maybe you stay there, or maybe you bend that back leg and hold the foot in. Squeeze that right shoulder back. You can release the foot, arms reach up. See how this has changed? And then we'll find a side bend, left forearm to the left thigh, right arm up and over to the left. And then just playing around here, bending that arm, straightening the arm. Bending, straightening. The elbow pretty much stays in place. And we'll straighten and take a breath. Come back up, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down around the left foot. This time roll over the back toes. Step the right foot forward. And we're in a forward fold. Let's be here for a few breaths. You might step the feet, heel toe the feet apart to the edges of the mat, coming into a deeper, being able to release a little bit more deeply. So we're compensating for tightness in back of the legs or the back. We're going to practice Vrikshasana today, tree posture. So when you're ready, you can bend the knees and begin to unroll the spine. Now, some say that energetically in the spring, the earth begins to actually exhale outwards. So the extra sun mixes up the elements, creates chaos in the earth, and then earth starts to exhale outwards. And so that's why that's the esoteric explanation for why the water rises up through the plants, and that's how trees get their leaves back and the plants come out of the ground, right? So let's, in the spirit of exhalation, think about that for a moment and start to set up our tree posture. So feet hips distance apart, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. If you feel like a wall is going to help you be stable, then use the wall. Get close to a wall. We're going to be using the right leg first. So if you're close to a wall, you'll have the left side of the body by the wall. And then we have our feet planted firmly. Bend the knees, just soften them. If we try to stand on one leg this way, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. So we want to create a strong trunk, so we can think of that as our thigh. So begin to activate the thighs. Now activate the glutes. Now feel the core activate, and then lift the chest. Shift the weight. I'll be in a mirror image. Shift the weight over to the left leg. Keep that thigh strong, and then bring the right foot to the inside of the thigh. It could be the thigh, it could be the calf, it could be the ankle for support. It could be all the way up towards the groin with the aid of the hand. I want to push the legs into each other. Some might be able to relax that to some degree. Some might need to keep that activation. Now, if you feel stable, you could take the arms up. And maybe it's one arm up if you're using the wall. Focus on the exhalation. Dissolve all distractions, all doubts, all questions, all judgment. start to come out of this. See if you can reverse gently without collapsing. And when you're ready, maybe roll the ankles. And then we'll start to shift to the other side. So first, setting up the trunk. Feel the roots first of the soles of the feet, roots planted. Then engage the trunk, which is the thighs. Pull the pelvis in. Feel the rest of the trunk, the actual what we call trunk. Lift a little bit in the chest. Then when you're ready, shift weight over to the right leg. Keep the right thigh engaged. Bring the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Push the legs into each other. Activate the muscles to support you. When you feel stable, maybe take the arms up. Focus on the exhalation. Again, dissolving all doubt, all judgment. And start to reverse. Release the foot. Find your way to the top of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, lower. Now you can take a vinyasa here if you'd like, or you can just shift right to a table posture. And then what we'll do actually is come down to the forearms and then begin to lower the hips down. You can take the hands forward, so straighten the arms. Bring the forehead to the mat. Next, inhale, lift the head, the right arm, and the left leg. Spread the left toes. Exhale, lower the arm and the leg. Inhale, lift the right leg, the left arm. We're taking a breath here. And then exhale, lower. So inhaling, left leg, right arm. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right leg, left arm. Exhale, lower. Take a couple more. So one more time with that left arm. Lowering. Take a breath in, out through the mouth. Bring the forearms in. Press into the forearms to lift the trunk and the hips. And then what we're going to do is come up to a table posture and then right into a pigeon's posture. Bring the right knee to the right hand. Let the left slide back. Find a back bend. Let the left slide back. Did I say that? Let the left leg slide back. Exhale, lower down. And then lower the trunk, lower the head. Be with the sensations. So today we're focusing on this exhalation, this ability for the exhalation to dissolve. I mean, technically it is helping dissolve tension. That's where the body can release and relax. It's through the exhalation. So let's continue to focus on the exhale, feeling the release as we release the air, feeling the release in the physical body, and also allowing that release in the mind itself. Letting go of fears, worries, anxieties, letting go of doubts, maybe obsessive concerns, And just releasing all of these things and that breath dissolving on the exhale. And if you're fully exhaling, then the inhalation will match your exhalation naturally. Let a clearing breath occur at this time out through the mouth. Deep breath in and release. You're going to rise upwards and let's just switch sides. And you might take this right leg behind, kind of open up the hip flexors again. And then from table posture, left knee to left hand, right leg slides back. I said that correctly this time. And then we'll exhale, lower down. Couple more breaths. And we're going to start to rise. Find your way to table posture. Maybe that left leg moves a little bit behind. And we're going to be meeting in seated. So once you're in seated, cross the ankles. Sit up tall. We're going to allow for this right arm to just get a little bit more movement. So take the right arm up and then reach it back like you're doing a backstroke. We've done this in standing before. And then let's just continue. Right arm reaches up. You can be holding left hand with left knee, to left knee and gives you a little stability. So just taking some big circles with this right arm. And then rotating the other way. So taking the arm back and forward. Now take the arm up, the trunk to center, bring the hand behind, and let's bring fingers, left fingers to the right elbow. Pull the head inwards to help this right tricep stretch. Release the arm, cross it right across the chest, pull this right arm in, and release. Same thing with the left arm. Begin with big circles, taking the arm back and forward. And then we'll switch directions. The arm goes back, up, and forward. take this arm up, the trunk center, bend the arm, fingers, opposite fingers to our left elbow, pull the head in. Release the arm, bring it across the chest, pull it in just for a nice breath. And release. Take the legs out to a V at this time. And just for a few breaths, we're going into this. We're going to walk the arms forward. Keep the toes facing the ceiling. Okay, so not letting them come in. You might have to bend the knees to be here. You might have to sit on a block. You know, if you're using blocks or blankets, you'll get really fast at using those when needed. And so we'll just fold here for about 2 more breaths. We're going to walk over to the right leg. And walking over to the right leg, you can be holding the leg. Now you can stay right here and just focus on opening the back of this leg and the low back, right? If you want to go a little deeper, you can take the hand, extend the arm, turn the hand to hold the foot, reach the left arm up and over and find a deep bend here to the right. Face the leg, walk to center. Walk over to the opposite leg. Maybe you stay here, maybe you hold the foot with the left hand and take the right arm up and over. Turn to the leg and then walk to center. Fold here for 3 more deep breaths. See how this posture has changed. Dissolve tension on the exhalation. And then inhale, start to rise. Okay, cross the ankles. Sit up nice and tall. Take the heart forward, the head back. I'm just going to work really quickly with the neck. I meant to get more in with the neck today. But 50 minutes, it's hard to get in sometimes based on what I do. So we have hands to the knees. Roll the shoulders a couple times. Shoulders down. Turn the head to the right. Lower the chin to the chest, keeping the head to the right. Now take this the right arm up and over behind the head and just put some gentle pressure, the back of the head. Now about 3 times, just put some pressure into the hand. The head pushes back into the hand. 3 pulses. And then just relax that and put a little bit more pressure on the head. You can feel the left side of the neck stretch. Release the hand. Bring the chin to the chest, the head to center. Okay, move the head a little bit side to side, up, down, left, right. Take the head and turn it to the left. Drop the chin to the chest. That left arm up and over to the back of the head. Just gentle pressure, nothing too intense here. And then 3 pulses, pushing the head into the hand. And then just putting some gentle pressure to stretch. Release the hand. You can bring the chin to chest. Shake the head out. Bring the head to center. Now let's take some circles. So drop the chin to the chest, take a big circle with the head. We'll go 2 times both ways. And once the chin finds the chest, shake the head out. Bring the head to center. At this time, prepare for Shavasana. So lying down on the back completely. I'm going to stay seated, but you go ahead and find your way. But see if there's something in between that feels right to you. If you want to get a back bend in, if you want to get some simple spinal twists, for the most part, I think most of us have been practicing with each other to some degree. So you're familiar enough that you know how to close your practice in a way that feels right based on the sensations that you're noticing in the body, based on your previous habits. Uh, so go ahead and see what else can you do. And then find your way. When you find your way to lying down completely, let the limbs go, let the arms, legs, the head, let them be supported without your effort. You don't have to hold on to anything. You can allow the body to be. You can let go of the breath maybe with one big exhalation. So even the breath itself, you see, we let it go. All effort now is nature breathing for you. And you are no longer putting effort in the breath. And at this time, just see that the body is still. It's more and more still, becoming more and more still. That only the movement that's occurring in this body is by nature's accord. You have nothing to do with it. And just be in that, feel that trusting relationship with nature, resting completely. Begin to focus again your attention on the body, on the breath. Now it's time to bring effort back to moving the body and to deepening the breath. So let that movement come back. Bring the knees into the chest if you haven't already. And find your way to seated. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. You can release this practice as well as we start to move through the day, trusting that the practice is carried in our souls as we move, as we continue in the day. So bringing thumbs to the heart center, let's allow this deep breath in through the nose, trusting and releasing out through the mouth. One sound of Om. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I honor the light in you that is the same light in me. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. Get some sunshine. I know you will. And thank you for letting me know that you were here. And if you haven't, there might be a couple that haven't, send me an email at news@creativeenergyyoga.com. If you want a soundtrack while you get back to work, I can play the bowls some more, I suppose. I'll just go for it. See you soon. Namaste.